So let me ask you a brutal question. Why the hell are you working like a donkey, hating Mondays, guzzling energy drinks like they're holy water, just to pray you can maybe retire at 65? 65! Bro, that's the age where your knees sound like Rice Krispies every time you stand up. By then, vacations mean doctor visits, and your idea of luxury is not peeing when you sneeze. Here's the truth bomb. Retiring at 65 isn't a dream, it's a scam. The system is rigged to keep you broke as chasing that paycheck like a hamster on a wheel while your boss, Mr. Spreadsheet Warrior, gets rich off your sweat. And I know you've seen those TikToks of some 30-year-old living in Bali sipping coconuts while you're stressing over if gas hits $6 a gallon. Yeah, that could be you if you stop doing dumb shit with your money and actually learn how the game works. Welcome to Peter Finance, the channel where I break down money without boring you to death like some dusty economics professor who still uses Windows XP. Look, this isn't your grandma's PBS documentary. I give you the stats, the real numbers from places like the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the Federal Reserve, Social Security reports, the people who actually run the numbers. But unlike most finance gurus who talk to you like you're a toddler, I'll tell you straight and roast you a little along the way. If you're tired of being broke, tired of hearing the same skip your coffee advice, and you actually want the financial power to say screw you to your boss before you turn 40, hit that subscribe button. Smash it like you smash your snooze button at 6 a.m. All right, let's paint the picture. The average American makes about $63,000 a year before taxes, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Sounds decent, right? But after taxes, you're looking at roughly $4,000 a month take home if you're lucky. Out of that, $1,200 vanishes into rent or mortgage, $600 into groceries, $400 into car payments, $300 into insurance, $200 into utilities. Boom, you're left with like $1,000. And let's be honest, Karen from HR already convinced you to blow half of that on Apple's latest shiny rectangle because your old iPhone was too slow. And don't even get me started on student loans. The average borrower still owes around $37,000, according to Federal Reserve data. That's basically like strapping a financial ankle monitor on yourself for your entire 20s and 30s. Combine that with inflation making eggs feel like luxury goods and gas prices turning you into a part-time cyclist? And yeah, retirement feels like some fantasy Marvel multiverse, not your actual future. Here's the trap. The system wants you to think retirement is only possible when you're old, wrinkly, and one step away from bingo night. Why? Because if you believed you could retire in your 30s, you'd stop being a good little consumer zombie, swiping your credit card for every useless gadget Amazon dangles in front of you. But here's where I'm going to flip the table. Retiring early, before 40, isn't just some Instagram finance bro dream. It's mathematically possible if you stop living like a broke Chad who spends his paycheck faster than his Wi-Fi bill. Let's keep it 100. Most of you aren't struggling because you don't earn enough. You're struggling because you treat your paycheck like monopoly money. Americans on average spend 97% of their income, according to Federal Reserve Consumer Reports. That means the average Joe Schmo saves just 3%, which is basically like trying to fill a swimming pool with a leaky water bottle. No wonder you're broke. Now imagine this. If you actually saved 50% of your income, the math changes completely. With a 50% savings rate, you could technically retire in about 17 years based on simple compounding returns. Push that to 65% savings, and you're looking at 10 years. Meaning, if you start at 25, you can piece out of the rat race before 40, while Chad from high school is still financing rims for his 2012 Honda Civic. See where I'm going with this? This isn't magic. It's not even complicated. It's just math. But math only works if you stop being financially stupid. And don't worry, I'm not saying you need to live in a cave eating beans like some doomsday prepper. I'm saying you need to hack the system, play the game smarter, and stop trying to impress Karen with your overpriced brunch habit. Stick with me. because I'm going to break this whole thing down, the numbers, the strategies, the real-world hacks that let you retire early while everyone else is still praying for Social Security checks that might not even exist by 2050. Oh yeah, fun fact. According to the Social Security Trustees' 2023 report, the trust funds are projected to be depleted by 2034. Translation, if you're under 40, don't expect Uncle Sam to save your ass. It's on you. So buckle up. This isn't just a guide, it's a wake-up slap to your financial face. Time to put some damn numbers on the table. Because money without math is just vibes, and vibes don't pay the bills. Let's take our average American making $63,000 a year. After taxes, that's about $4,000 a month take-home, if you're lucky. Out of that, most people save $120 a month? That's 3%. That's not retirement money. That's 2 nights at Chili's with extra queso money. But if you save 50% of your income, that's $2,000 a month. And invested in a simple index fund returning 7% annually after inflation, that grows to about $1.2 million in 20 years. And here's the kicker. If you're saving half your income, you don't even need $1.2 million to live because you've already trained yourself to live on $2,000 a month. That's the whole secret. If you can survive on less, your retirement target shrinks faster than Chad's attention span during a math lecture.
Here's the fire math. Financial independence, retire early. The rule of 25 says you need 25 times your annual spending invested to retire comfortably. So if you spend $24,000 a year, you only need $600,000. If you're saving $2,000 a month, you hit that in less than 15 years. Start at 25, you're chilling at 40, while your coworkers are still waiting for their 2 weeks of vacation. Now crank savings to 65%, investing $2,800 a month. You could realistically hit financial independence in 10 years. That means at 35, you're done. No more Karen asking you to stay late, no more Chad bragging about overtime. You're sipping iced coffee on a Tuesday at 11 a.m. because you can. Now, some of you are thinking, bruh, I can't save half my income. Rent, bills, life, it's impossible. I get it, but half of you are spending like morons. Let's roast a few habits. Dropping $300 a month on DoorDash because cooking takes too long. Meanwhile, Gordon Ramsay cooks 5-star meals in 20 minutes. Financing a $40,000 car when you could buy a reliable used one for $8,000. That one decision alone could shave 5 years off your working life. Buying emotional support iced lattes every morning. At $6 a pop, that's $180 a month, $2,160 a year. Invested over 10 years, that's $30,000. Congrats, your coffee addiction just delayed retirement by a year. Here's the mindset shift. Every dollar you waste isn't just a dollar gone. It's future freedom stolen from you. Cutting expenses is step 1. Investing is step 2. Because if you're just stacking cash in a savings account, inflation will eat it faster than Taco Bell at 3 a.m. Here's the simple breakdown. The S&P 500 averages 7% returns after inflation. Real estate works if you're disciplined, not if you're following TikTok gurus. Side hustles can add massive acceleration, but avoid pyramid schemes. If you invest $2,000 a month starting at 25, by 35, you've got about $350,000 to $400,000. Keep living on $2,000 a month, and you're halfway to retirement. Push to 40, you're at $1 million. That's not hype. That's compounding math. You can't just cut forever. At some point, you need to raise your income. The average millionaire has 7 income streams according to IRS research. That doesn't mean 7 tomorrow. It means start with 1, then add another. Your job, a side hustle, dividends, maybe rentals, maybe an online business. Suddenly, you're pulling in an extra $1,000 a month. That accelerates your retirement by years. $1,000 extra invested starting at 25, that's an extra $600,000 by 40. That side hustle could mean retiring 5 years earlier. And if you think you don't have time, delete Netflix for a month. Congratulations, you just found 60 extra hours. Let's do side by side. Average Andy makes $63K, spends 97%, saves $150. At 40, he's broke, in debt, praying for Social Security. Smart Sam makes the same $63K, saves 50%, invests $2,000 a month, builds a side hustle. By 35, he's at $400K. By 40, $1 million. He's surfing in Costa Rica while Andy is stuck in traffic. Same income, different choices, different outcomes. Here's the killer silent. Lifestyle inflation. You survived on 30K, then you made 50K, and suddenly needed a nicer car and better apartment. The average American increases spending almost dollar for dollar with raises. That's why people making 100K are still broke. They're just broke in nicer clothes. Kill lifestyle inflation. Lock spending. Funnel raises into investments. That's how you accelerate. Picture yourself at 40. Two futures. Version 1, you're still grinding 9 to 5, exhausted, living paycheck to paycheck, hoping for a 3% raise. Version 2, you're free. No alarm clock, bills covered by investments, you travel, spend time with family, and live life on your terms. Both futures are possible. Which one you get depends on what you do today. Every dollar you waste is a vote for version 1. Every dollar you invest is a vote for version 2. So here's the playbook. Save 50 to 65% of your income. Invest in proven assets like index funds. Kill lifestyle inflation. Boost your income streams. Stay consistent. Don't panic. Don't quit. Follow that, and in 10 to 15 years, you can walk away. Before 40. While everyone else is still trapped in traffic, aging 10 years per commute. This is Peter Finance. We don't sugarcoat money. We talk real stats, real strategies, and roast dumb habits until you fix them. Hit subscribe, drop a like, share this with the broke friend you don't want borrowing money in 20 years. Retire early, not old. Stop being average Andy, be smart Sam. Your future self will thank you. Peace out.